Behold. I don't have any better word to say at the start of this. Uh, welcome, welcome, forefathers, one and all, bear witness. I'm not even sure if it actually. Okay, it's definitely running. We're good. Stream is a go. Might draw submissions, might just practice. We'll see. I do need to modify this stupid bottom bar, or I guess not bottom bar. This frickin' thing. There we go. It's even worse now. How much worse can I make it before it just fully blots out the sun? Oh, right. I can upscale this as much as I want. You must see only yellow. No, I'm sure I can get this to a size that's fine, while also removing some of this. Can I, like, disable all notifications? Hold on. Steam notifications. Huh. You can just fully disable that. That's neat. That removes like half the reason for this top bar thing. That's nice. I could shrink it down a little bit. Really does not like being slimmed down at all, though. Okay, hold on. I'm sure there's a way to edit the properties on this so I can... He seems distracted. Wow, really? Come on, let me frickin' mess with this in a more entertaining way. Alright, whatever. We'll just leave it like that for now. Wait a minute. Hold on. Can I just move it upwards, like, slightly? No, come on. Yes! There we go. Perfect. Not quite perfect. There we go. Good enough. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. Hi, Nish. Hi, Shrump. uh, great. Hold on. I'll add more to the counter real quick. Thank you, John Patient. Edit stream settings. Let's see. That's what, 10 more? Great. Anyway, yeah, I was fricking around with the overlay settings. Totally not something that I should have done before starting the stream. Anyway, I've not drawn in a while. I need more practice. You got orange slices? Oh, look at me. I'm awesome. I have yummy snacks. Makes me want to go get some kind of snack. Beverage. All right. Should get one of those things that shows where your mouse is by virtue of having like a stupid little hand appear or something. That would be really entertaining. You have a massive tub of orange slice candy. Of course you do. Because you're cool. Alright. What do I do now? Why is it asymmetrical like this? I don't know. It's just dumb and stupid and evil. Oh. The smallest little guy I can create. Give him some real limbs. And a real body. Look at him, he's so much less small now. I'm going to give him a nice outfit. He's wearing a tie. And a suit jacket. What manner of creature is this? He's becoming a guy. Multiplayer art. I'm glad that you're looking at the tags. Not enough people read descriptions nowadays. Tags. The hashtags. I mean, there's also other tags, but they're generally hidden. Or annoying to look at. I know that there are some participant art sites, but I don't know actually, or I guess applications, but I don't know how to frickin' make use of them because I'm a moron. Oh, clothes tags. Boring. There isn't a multiplayer art tag for me. Well, yeah. I think shirt ones give you sensory issues. Hate those things. Anyway, that's not the one of the tags on the stream. I believe the multiplayer tag is there, though. Because I am stupid and forgot to remove it, surely. Hi, Lycan. You're playing Vintage Story. I can tell because I saw you playing Vintage Story on the on a Discord call and streaming it a minute ago. Giving him terrible shoes. No, it isn't. You mind anthracite? It had fire clay. Oh, that's cool. There's gaming, but no multiplayer. Really? I have the gaming tag on there. That's hilarious. You have 7 stacks of the stuff. My word. I don't even know. Is a stack in Vintage Story the same as Minecraft, or is it different? And furry. I don't know what you're talking about. It clearly says funny twice. You need more. It depends on the item. Great. Alright. Should give this guy some other detailing. Hold on. I'm gonna erase his face entirely. Stops existing. Because we need to give him a face. It's going to look terrible. Logs are 16, fire clay is 64, metal bits are 128. 7 stack is going to last you like 10 minutes. Well, that's unfortunate. Anyway, I'd best give this guy some delectable hair instead of doing any other details. This is entertainment. Doing the drawing submissions today or just drawing? Because you got goobers for me to draw. I might do some submissions. There was one in particular that I was planning on doing because I'm exceptionally lazy under normal circumstances, and I haven't managed to complete it yet. That's not right. Hold on. It's faster for black coal and anthracite to get fire clay than it is to just craft it, plus coal is useful to have. Huh. Who dare ping me? Oh, submissions. I think I removed the... What is it? Slow mode? Nope, I didn't. Okay, hold on. I thought I removed the slow mode of this so that it would be less tedious and annoying. Here, I'll just set it to 1 minute because it's easier. You know, I should really prevent the stream from picking up Discord pings to bother people slightly less. Anyway, yeah, this guy needs to have an exceptionally thick neck to compensate for the fact that his hair is not. An extremely chiseled jawline. And stop staring at me with them big ol' eyes. Basically, you can craft 8 of any clay plus 1 crushed calcified flint, which is just baked flint into 8 fire clay, which is 2 bricks. And you need 12 bricks per bloomery. Okay, so it's not nearly enough. I don't know why I chose to draw this so incredibly tiny. Like, this was completely unnecessary. Alright, that's the warm-up. He takes up about 80% of the sheet, so we're not going to be able to fit many other pieces in, but, you know, I'm sure that's fine. Alright, let me grab pieces submission. If you roll 50-50 in cultivations, you get multiple stacks in a few minutes. Well, that's nice. That's helpful. That's cool. Submissions. What is this goober? What is this creature? That's just a regular person, but with demon horns. Hi, Ramnai. I think you put caps lock on by accident. I live! Alright, hold on. Let me just... How the frick do I do this? Do you like my new goobers? Of course I like them. They're awesome. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it looks kind of like the rot from Rain World. Unrelated note, of course. Also, wow. Sorry. Environments and the gold hair ones. Yes. They're very silly. Very, very silly. This one looks like they have a lion hairdo. Also, I love that of the of the presented emotions on the face sheet, one of them is just carrot v carrot. I feel like you just saw that. No, I just don't think I responded to it immediately. But yes, I have seen them before. I just didn't take a closer look. No, I did respond to it. I just didn't take a closer look. Anyway, yeah, it does look like the Rain World rod. It's very interesting. Hi, Pickle. Pickle, you missed it, but I created this guy. This dude. He's very small. He started as a stick figure, but I made him not a stick figure. You can see the original stick figure body in the tie. Contained his original form to become stronger. Right, I have to actually do things now. Example of how little 7 stacks is. Current goal is a beehive kiln, so you can more easily fire clay items, like the bricks. Yeah. Crafting the kiln in full takes about 9 stacks of fire clay. I don't feel like that's a great way to... That seems kind of tedious. Like, exceptionally so, no? You have a very rounded nose. There we go, that's a nose. Crafting the fire clay, yes, but mining you just needs some luck. How observant, context! Yes, how observant indeed. Now, if you'll excuse me. Eh, eh. The emotion on your goober is, what the frick are you doing? She's part of a triplet, and the original drawing had her looking at one of her sister's tripping balls. Yeah, makes sense. Right, I have to look at the image again. Hold on. Referential treatment. Those are the most perfect eyes I've ever seen on a character for displaying the aforementioned emotion. The hair just kind of is on this thing, on this goober, on this creature. Okay, I know how to draw those horns. Those are easy. Benefit is that structures like the beehive kiln are reusable. It stacks easy fire in other beehives kilns where the breaks 8 times over before needing repair. They need repair? Oh my gosh. Meh. Anyway, I'm gonna redo the entire thing because I'm disappointed. There's like a dead spot on this. Hold on. I need to give this thing like a better clean than just wiping off all the dust. Which, yes, dust collects on this thing because I don't use it enough. Guy practicing fart. Hi, ducks. Like the title. Howdy. Hi, Quantum Dorito. 6-hour timer. I killed the 6-hour timer. I banished it. Unless I didn't banish it hard enough. Hold on. No, I banished it, alright. It's gone. I banished it. Boom! Pickle added a submission. Oh, good. The orb. It's me, the long-haired one. Okay. Okay. Understood. The original art of the triplets, if it helps. Oh my gosh, they're so scrunkly. The order of elements in a set does not matter. Oh, of course Pickle wants me to draw fire. Oh my gosh, wait, that's awesome. What the heck? That's so cool. I think your Discord is pinging on stream. Yes, it is. Let me fix that for you. There we go. Oh no. Anyway, the reason the 6-hour slow mode exists is so that I don't have to draw like 80 different things every single time. I don't know, rounded face. Extremely rounded face. Fire Clipper can 50% chance to break only after 160 hours of operation. Duck submission, great. And also can be cheesed. Is that the milkman? The milkman. I am the milkman. My milk is delicious. Special delivery. Triples are part of a doodle in class. Oh, look at me. I'm cool. I get to do doodles in my classes. It's part of the class. Eyes. Ears. Mouth and nose. Okay, sorry. They got big ol' eyes. They got big ol' peepers on them. Wow. They got big ol' peepers. They look like that. That's what their eyes look like. They got a rounded nose. They got them big ol' peepers. They also have ears. Oh my gosh, I have to pop out this chat so I can actually read it good. Stop staring at me with them big ol' eyes. Beehive kilns break chance based on the kiln door. Runtime is per door. Means you place the door, which is 12 bricks, 4.5 ingots. The bricks never break. That's cool. I like that. I removed the light from their eyes. Also, the nose is too low down. And I'm no longer happy with the shape of this part of the face, so I'm going to redo it entirely. Yes, yes. Look at me. I'm so good at the... Okay. Oh, they don't? What? Here's the original context. She's looking at her other sister. Asks what the frig is going on with her. We need some background music. Can you play Toxic by Britney Spears? No, I can do no such thing. What I can do is pull up my background audio. Let's see here. I'm not sure if you know which one it is. Let me see if I can find it. It's probably one of the oldest things. Is it this one? No, that's not it. SMH. One of these is like a 10 minute. Can you play Wii Fit music? Probably not, because I don't have it. Play your last stream in the background for music. Play Vintage Story. 12 hours interrupted by... Okay, here it is. This is the song that I used to use exclusively for these art streams. And it just kind of goes on in the background. Maybe even KK Slider. I could do KK Slider. Feasibly, I could do any of the Nintendo music, but like... I want to be honest with you, this is the funniest possible thing I can play in the background of this. This freaking song is like 20 straight minutes of just this like low droning audio, or high-pitched droning audio. It feels so surreal to listen to it. It's wonderful. And terrible all the same. It's the kind of music when you hear it. Turn it down. How dare you suggest I do such a thing? Here. I'm gonna cut this. Let me grab the frickin' I don't know, KK Slider music. I'll need the desktop so you don't have to hear as I parse through 400 years of audio. KK Slider songs. The funny dog. Let's see here. Oh my gosh, it's 4 hours long is the entirety of all of their songs ever. Hold on. VR chat Homeworld. I'll do Wii Fit for now. I'm sure that's not an issue. Wii Fit theme. We'll see if this works too well. Hold on. I have it muted, but... Pickle, I'm not freaking playing that. Ducks, I am also not playing that. Let's see. Okay, that's still too loud. Hold on. Let me crank this audio back to normal and then just completely pulverize the audio on this end. There. Mutiny? Nuh-uh. Alright, we're listening to the Wii Fit theme for now. Louder? Okay. I can make it a little louder. Is that good? Does it need more? I'm not a pickle. Oh my gosh. I'm glad that you said good luck on your piece, Pickle. Yeah! Sorry. Play a Kevin MacLeod song? No. I will not. Last time I did that, everybody cried about it because it was Sneaky Snitch, and it's like the most normal song you can possibly grab from him, so... Right, where the frick was I? They don't really have eyelashes, like, at all. Hold on. I gotta fix them eyes to not be fully open because it's, like, painful to do that. Sneaky Stitch the GOAT! You were gonna say play Sneaky Stitch? I might put it on afterward. Yeah! Alright, here we go. Slightly more realistic eye shape and size. We fixed the brow, so it's also slightly more realistic. Don't actually, you really hate it? Why the frick? How could you possibly hate Sneaky Snitch? Hold on. They don't really have, like, massive eyebrows. They're very thin. She kind of look like this, to be honest. Also, I'm aware that these are way too high up. Hold on. Realism in my Funny Man art stream? Well, you need some degree of it. After all, you won't get better if you don't try. I forgot to put the loop on, didn't I? Nope, I didn't. Let's go. I'm goated. There. Very, very thin-looking eyelashes, but who cares? Alright, they do have hair. That is an important defining feature of this character. Don't mind the suffering I'm inflicting upon them by adding subtle shading. Subtle shading. Let me remove this entirely for now. Round out that face a bit more, as one does. I don't know why I'm, like, cleaning this up so hard. I don't need to. The bottom has eyelashes very thin. You just don't like very prominent ones. Well, that's a shame. I have some of the frickin'... I don't know if I've told this. I have some of the frickin' longest eyelashes out of anybody I've ever met. They're like a full inch longer than anybody else in my family. It's very, very odd. I know I get it from my mother's side because of my grandma, but still. Just looks like they have eye bags if I do it like this. Which, I mean, they kind of do, so whatever. It's because the plucky strings in Sneaky Snitch make you feel like you're in that torture device where the water droplets make you go insane from the anticipation of waiting for the trip. I gotta be honest, that is a skill issue. Anyway, their hair kind of just smooths. Yeah, they do have eye bags. Problem is doing them. Tad tedious. That is not at all how you do that. Oh, here we go. Whatever, just do the tiny lines. Just got jumped by a pack of boars. Sorry, you saw Gilgamesh, the destroyer of realities. Yeah, sometimes that happens. Although Gilgamesh didn't really destroy realities. Nish, what the frick do you even mean? I really like the hair shape on this. It's very entertaining to me. Gilgamesh, the consumer of realities, and Maurice. Yes, yes, I know what you're referencing. I like that video clip. You're playing Stalker Gamma? Ah, Stalker. I know that game, I think. Maurice. Maurice Overkill. Funny how that meme ended up naming Malicious Face. Yeah. My assumption is that the hair has to do something like this. And yes, it is fully assumption, because I think that it looks funnier this way. And by funnier, I just, of course, mean, like, it's way easier for me to draw than any other hair shape. There's two parts of the hair. The front part, which is the sweeping, and the straight back part. Yeah, I thought so. That's a bit too thick for a hairline, but whatever. I like this song. The back is still very slightly wavy, but that's just because of the position of the neck. Anyway, time to erase the bald forehead. Also, I have to draw horns, which are not that bad, so it's fine. Play Wii Sports boxing theme? Alright. Will do. Also, it is hair, so... I have to do a couple more swoopies. I feel like it probably does something more like this. You know the one. I don't, actually. It's almost like the hair is in a bun, basically. That does not help. I don't know how to draw buns. I don't know what a bun is. I've forgotten. That is not how you draw straight hair. Buns are tasty. Agreed. Long frickin' neck. You'll be back at Backseating for movies. Have fun drawing. You know, Furry and Beyond Journey's ending, right? Yeah, I watched the stuff that was on Netflix because I have access to it more easily. But I haven't seen whatever the newest stuff is, I don't believe. I mean, this would be higher, but I'm too lazy to put it higher. Have you seen Fern's hair in the older version? Maybe. I only watched the anime. I'm not very well versed in like 80% of internet media, so you're gonna have to forgive me. There we go. We drew Ubersker. Intuitivity. Okay, great. That works. Let me switch this music. Not the child. Bop bop. Bop 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 bop. Ba 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 ba. That is not what I intended to do. Pulling up YouTube. That was incorrect. What is anime? Okay, buddy. Close out of that. What the frick? No. Oh my gosh. 500 books. What are they freaking called? bookmarks. Let's see here. What's another song? I know somebody suggested something, but I'm too lazy to look for it again. Wii Sports Boxing. Is chat not showing up on stream? Oh, I'm not gonna fix that. I don't feel like it. Image you sent in the Discord general chat. Oh. Oh, this. Yes, I've seen this. Okay, that's cool. Understood. Noted. Defined. My word, I can only see my mistakes now. I need to make the hair bigger. Ah! 1 second. Hold on. Ah! It killed me. Anyway, I'm probably gonna have to stop for a food break in a second, but I was given boa. Ouch! But I was given boba first, because location that they chose to get food from happens to have that. And I asked for some. Ah, poo. I'm not sure if that was loud enough for chat to hear good. I didn't stab it hard enough initially, so it's kind of just... Ugh, in an awkward position. Slurp. It was good. I intended it for it to be quite quantitative with its sound. Anyway, I was pulling up music, right? Oh, you know what? I have a song choice. I get priority because I'm the stupid. I'm the broadcaster or whatever. Let me see if I can find it. Quantitative, you say? Quantitative. No. There we go. All right, you're gonna love this one. Threat! Quantum, perhaps. I don't know if it's loud enough, but I really like this one. Green Greens, no way. No, this isn't Green Greens. The bangs, basically sitting on top of forehead, but a right swoop. Skip this song, Pickle. I will banish you to the down below. Frickin', I like this one. I'm not even gonna draw with it. I'm drinking boba. This is the break time. Alright. Anyway, I have to fully redo this hair because it's not goated enough. You know what? Fine. We can have another awesome Kirby song. Here we go. It's totally not too high octane or anything. It's from Triple Deluxe, at least. No, that song is from Return to Dreamland. I believe that's the remastered version, but that's my personal favorite Kirby game. Which also happens to have this song as well. Which is also a tad high energy, but I really like it. It's in both, then! No, it's not. It has motifs from Triple Deluxe, if I recall correctly. Which, to be fair, Kirby reuses motifs a lot, because it's a very good way to show everything Kirby tries to, but, you know. Never played both, but you know that song. It's used a lot. Not enough, but a lot. Crying phase. I just really like this one. Something a tad more like this, I think. You're gonna play one from Triple Deluxe next? It's your second favorite curve game? Okay, send it to me. Right, I have to do horns. That was a request, you don't care much. Okay. Actually, wait. Let me make sure I do this accurately. Okay, yeah, that is correct. Something like this. A lot better, yes indeed. I feel like those are probably too close together by like a significant margin. Because they are, or they were. Supposed to be dragon horns, not really demon horns. Well, it's kind of hard to tell the difference when you put them on a regular person, because very often the horns that are used on people are used to differentiate them as demons, because a lot of shows just do horns instead of, like, well, any other cool details to make demons. And there's so many cool demon designs. Anyway, it's just like, what is it? Common differentiator, so it's what I default to mentally. Which is weird. But I guess there's like specifically one type of horn that makes me think dragon immediately, and it's ones that have the like detailing on the face that kind of looks like, you know, like all these little tiny blackened bits that crawl out with the horns. They're not necessarily blackened, but the same color as the horn that crawl up with them. Just around the skin. Type beat. I don't know what it's called, but they look more like scales to me, and it's sort of the coloration or detailing that makes me think, oh, that's a dragon. Anyway, yeah, I know that these are meant to be like darker colored, so I can just, you know, fill them in real quick. We're doodling after all. Dragon horns are like the ones at the corner of the jaw, though, aren't they? The demon is the Shen Goblin in Sketchboard. Huh. Cool. Anyway, pickle, not necessarily. Dragons can have horns pretty much wherever because, again, dragons are a very wide, broad variety of creature. uh, you have like so many different types that it's functionally impossible to just like, oh, that's a dragon thing. Because, well, there's like a trillion different kinds. Update on Fireclay, another 8.5 stacks. Jeez, that was fast. But yeah, you can have dragons of all shapes and sizes and faces and whatnots. You even got, funny shaped dragons that are really long. But yeah, you can have a horn there, or you can have a horn here, or you can have a horn here. You can have horns here and here. You can have them on the neck. You can have them on the next to the mouth or on the lower jaw. You can have them out of the nose. You don't know. You don't think about dragons that much. I think about them too often. Do Monster Hunter and call everything a wyvern. Wyverns are types of dragons! Also, 2.5 stacks of anthracite. Cool. Me when I give my guys too many horns. He can't even breathe because there are too many horns. They're not even like in feasible normal places anymore. They're just everywhere. I have gone haywire, out of control. You cannot stop me. But yeah, dragons. Poor guy. He got turned into a bunch of spikes. Triplets are more half dragon and don't have a full dragon form. Aww. Alright, I'm gonna go grab food real quick. Let me put up an entertainment. Nope, that's the wrong one. This one? This one? There we go. Right. I will be back momentarily. And by that I mean within like several minutes. So let me grab something nice. What if horns on dragons were like piercings and teenage dragons just have a ton of them and constantly say it's not a phase? New lore idea. There we go. Perfectly centered that. Let me find a song that you can use while you wait. This one's usually pretty good. Also from the same as Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Actually, considering dragons have shape-shifting powers in most media, that would be pretty interesting as just one of the things that they do sometimes. Anyway, yeah, this is the much calmer version of the other song played. I like it. Does anybody have other suggestions for what I can play while I wait? Snort on accident somehow? Yeah. Vintage story music? Like, actually? Okay. A good kid song? I can't play, like, super copyrighted material. Or, I guess, material that'll get this struck down. But... vintage story music. Scribbling dragon ideas right now that we're talking about it. Trying to play with the idea of Dragon's Horn playing itself. Mugenics OST? No. Noita Fight music is pretty good. Oh! I could do Noita's music, actually. Hold on. Let me just pull up Noita. Because I have the Noita soundtrack here. Oh, we'll see if it even lets me play it. It's being a bit annoying. Bah! Steam behavior. Oh, my Steam's just actually having a brain aneurysm. Here we go. Nah. Desert theme is pretty good. Some of these don't actually play in the game ever, which is quite entertaining. Though most of them do. Here we go. I was looking for that one. The kid's royalty-free. Really? Ludwig uses those in their songs? Interesting. Impaling itself. Oh, okay. Autocorrect on phone is awful. Yeah. I will just give y'all some exceptionally loud. Hold on. Some nice Holy Mountain music. This is one of my favorite tracks in the entire game, because I'm so constantly listening to it. I could do the lake music if I could find it. You're gonna dip? Have fun, peace. I'm gonna go do my food break now. See y'all in a bit. Can they use unused track in an OST, but also exclude some of the best tracks? I'm pretty sure Noites has all of its best tracks, or all of its tracks at all, as well as unused. Just because it's nice. It's just hard to find the ones that I like the most because they're labeled differently than I remember. I'll see if I can't find it real quick. Hold on. It's gonna take staring at all these different songs. That is not it. What's one of them? How it feels to look through all of the music in the entire game. And this is the final boss theme. This is the vault theme. No, that was the vault theme. Modern Times is a different area. Hold on. Actually, I know that there are multiple songs for the vault, but which frickin' one is which, man? That's Pit Boss. Aren't there hundreds of tracks? Noita actually only has a little over 80. No, 63. Which is crazy. This is one of the jungle songs. The game's music is my favorite, though. Okay, I think I passed it. Hold on. Where is it? Is this it? Yes! Here we go. This is one of my favorite songs in the entire game. Alright, I'll leave y'all with this. I'm back. Excuse me. Existent is certainly a way to describe a day. How long was I gone for? Like a couple of minutes? That's crazy. Jeezums. What are my thoughts on the Fraud OST? Oh, I love some of the songs. All of them are perfectly present, but only one of them really made it onto my playlist. And it was 8-3 themes, I believe. Or 8-3's theme, rather. And the reason for that is because I need to make sure I don't put too many songs on my playlist, or I get bothered when some of them come up. But that's a song that does not bother me when it comes up. Anyway, on the topic of that, let me find some music. 8-3 final section is my favorite. I love it so much. Hold on. Fraud 8-3. I don't remember its name. I can't ever. Event Horizon, right. Although, yeah. I love this theme so much because there's one specific part that plays by the time that you get to the hideous mass that's been triple, what is it, hit by 3 idols. And it, because of the P ranking it, you pretty much always get to that area when that part of the song plays, or it might be scripted. But it always sounds incredible when it happens. It's about a minute in. Minute 30, I think. It's also the most replayed section of the song, wow. But yeah. I'm moving the guy up here so you can see him while I'm doing this, because I feel like it. Anyway, the build-up is right here. Da. I love this song. Yeah! Welcome back. You were doing something else, skill issue. You think this has a world looks red motif in it? Or at least sounds similar? It definitely does. Like, without question. Let's see here. What other music can I think of? This one's okay. It's also way too much for this. The music of your hand drawing pictures? Ugh, fine. The official Hockey Day release, second drop of Event Horizon also goes hard. Huh. Anyway, right, I was drawing stuff. This does not feel like it fits for this, to be honest. But it's also quite funny, so... I mean, whatever. We'll just stick with it for now. Anyway, yeah, Queen Sectonia, goated boss fight. Play Pandemonium for maximum dissonance. Honestly, this is the type of music I listen to when I draw normally anyway, so... I feel like it works. I'm gonna be so for real. There is no way I can do this piece justice. Because it is a Mr. Pickle creation. And I am not yet as skilled with the digital machinations as I am with my physical ones. Unless I use mouse and keyboard, but then, like, it just doesn't look as good because it's hard to stylize it properly. Missions are pretty. Indeed. Should crack open your Dark Souls Design Works books. Yeah, probably. Honestly, this part's done wrong. For this context, seeing the galaxy hand reaching into a black hole artwork I made. I did. It's so good. Holy lock-in. Yeah, I'm trying. Oh, I missed this entirely. Was that made in Scratch? Feels like something you'd make in Scratch if you had the patience goes hard. I believe it was Canva, if I'm recalling the statement correctly. In Canva, right. So, I guess slightly similar by nature of using vector, I think, but quite different overall. That's too thick of a line. There we go. Literally never heard of Canva. School website for presentations. Yeah. It's a pretty decent tool for lots of things. Illogris did do stuff with it. Yeah. Like Google Slides, but not horrible. Hey, Google Slides is... Well, you know. Is this versus Taranza? Nope, this is versus Sectonia, but good guess. Since they technically both use the same part of the song, if I recall correctly. You guessed Sectonia already? You did? I don't know when you guessed that. I wasn't reading very well then. Oh, you did! I wasn't even freaking reading, bro. I'm sorry. Literally basic shapes the entire thing. Yeah. Let me grab... Hold on. Let me grab something that I'm really, really good with. Assuming I can find it. This is almost the right song. We'll see if I can... Here we go. Everybody knows this one. And those of you who don't, skill issue. On their way to somehow miss chat, moving at 1 sentence per minute. Dude, I'm trying to focus. I'm sorry. Mugenics OST. It's got too many words. I can't focus. It is quite good, though. They released the instrumentals recently? Alright, well, that will suffice then. The fire is gonna trip me up. Is this Wii Fit board? No. Try lighting the fire first, maybe with more harsh lines. Less is more in this case. True. Helps you do quicker, lighter swipes. True. That's just straight up not correctly done. On paper, at least, yeah. You know the song that reminds you of Skies of Arcadia? This is Crowned. It's the Kirby Return to Dreamland final boss theme. Or I guess the base final boss theme. There's technically more quote-unquote final boss stuff, but that is post main game, so yeah, whatever. Never played a Kirby game, so yeah, fair enough. They're annoyingly inaccessible because Nintendo. This is just straight up incorrect. Hold on. Da 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 da. I also love how this top wick barely has any input on the actual flame itself. Yeah, let me just, fix this up. Anyway, yeah. I don't think there's any really good loops of this, so we have to suffer through it, doing its startup animation every time, but whatever. So the PPSH is different both in the PP19, but all the other internals are the same. That's weird. Wait, it does have an internal flame. I'm just doing it wrong. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize this is the flame of the frickin' central wick. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Me when I'm in a goated competition and my opponent is the pickle himself. You should spend more time on the flames for the rest of the style. It's hard to get it to... The fire is just a nightmare to draw. I know to the pain. You can tell because all of my oldest, what is it? MS Paint arts for the thumbnails that I did are just so undetailed with fire. It's just kind of like red-orange, or red then orange then whatever, to make it so that it's like, yeah, that's like vaguely what it looks like. Because I could not be bothered to do better detailing with it. It's just genuinely so difficult to get it to look really good. I think the only cases where I've done it exceptionally well were in a couple of, sudden inspiration type thumbnails, which, honestly, there are quite a few of, so... Do with what you will, that information. Anyway, this needs to curve a tad more. Created the flames of the gods and desire a forest fire. If you were to do it again, you know exactly what you'd do. Yeah, probably, because you're the pickle himself. Alright, I need to select this and move it a bit, but, it looks pretty good so far. Just lower that a tad. How long do I plan to keep streaming? You gotta go do something, you don't want to miss the rest. At least an hour or two more. I mean, I'm gonna keep going for a while, just because I really feel like drawing today. Plus, I looked at the time and it's not that late. Oh my gosh! I can do Jade finally, let's go. I actually really want to draw him in a very specific pose, so that's awesome. She's the Honor Dragon, hold on. You're vaguely familiar. Hello. Right, let me get my, my thing. The music feels like it's slightly too loud. I will apologize for that. It is the best way for me to focus, though, so my apologies. Let's see, what other good songs are there? I could totally just do Guardian. Cheese! Yes, I said cheese. You haven't added the fur yet on the model of the wings or the textures, it's pain. Cheese! Cheese! Versus DD Triple Deluxe. That is a good one. That is a good one. Hold on. VS DD D. Triple Deluxe. Masked DDD, I think it is. Is it Masked DDD? Guardian, like the Deltarune track? Yes, the Guardian, like the Deltarune track. It fits with your struggle. What did he say? Oh, whatever. You started an uprising of cheese. Of course. Shiogarath summoning in progress. Lycan, what do you mean? Each D stands for DDD. It's masked. Okay. I'll throw on Bugenics in a bit. I just don't know which one I should put on. Let's see here. There's an extended one that's 30 minutes long. It's literally the only option. All right. I do really like this song. Anyway, let me just move this so I can actually see. Never played the Elder Scrolls games? No, I actually haven't. Shiogarath, somebody... I genuinely have never played any of the Elder Scrolls games to full. I only started Oblivion. I never finished. I should do that at some point. One of our famous lines that Shiogarath, the Daedric Prince of Madness, says is, "Cheese! Cheese for everyone!" God of Chaos. Okay. I genuinely have never experienced most of the Elder Scrolls through any means other than, like, meme streams. Even the Wabbajack that has random effects. See, that's, like, completely meaningless to me, but also I play Terraria, so I understand where it's coming from. Literally the embodiment of lol so random, but not complete garbage. You've also never played a single one. Okay, great. That's something Wallace from Wallace and Gromit said. I can't do him. He's impossible. Just like Noita. I have a problem. I love Noita. If you haven't played Noita at all, honestly, it goes on sale so often. Just pick it up. Wensleydale! Oh, Gromit, look! There's Wensleydale cheese! I love that the animators specifically chose that brand because it makes them look all poofy. And it ended up saving that business. I also love having, like, completely normal conversations while doing this. And trying my hardest to just focus. You really gotta go. Get out of here, then! Go! Don't ruin yourself for the sake of comedy. Only I'm allowed to do that. Remember to eat your moldy milk. Technically, it's not moldy milk. Cheese! We've forgotten the cheese, Gromit! I am Gromit from Wallace and Gromit. Oh, hold on. I love how this guy is just here in this freaking flame. I feel like you're gonna struggle with the hand. Oh, totally, yeah. Hands, I have gotten a lot better at. But, you know, like, they're still hard. One of the most annoyingly complicated parts of the body. I suppose you have to be able to do all the crap that hands do. Like the weird pickle himself, 20 years nicotine free. Well, yeah. That joke is still, like, stupid and dumb, by the way. Let me just... Hands are gosh darn absurd. You mean genius and hilarious. I mean technically, yes. They're both. Yeah. This is, like, incredibly challenging to do because I did the entire head incorrectly. Let me just restart, huh? That's kind of up here. The reason for my hands are the way they are is because it's literally as complicated as the rest of the body, and they're stuck on a super small relatively... Yeah, they're on a very small thing, and although the rest of the body is exceptionally complex, the hands are more complex per capita. You started with the hand when you did it, if it helps. I doubt it will, but that's not going to stop me. Let me switch to something else. I like decor. Finally eugenics for a minute. Also, I feel like it's, like, slightly relevant for this. Actually, you know what? Whatever. We're doing the boss theme. Because I like the words in it, and they make it sound so good. But yeah, this is my favorite track that I've heard so far, I think. Eugenics.
Just toiling on this chain gang. There's something wrong here.
There's an Act 3 track you like more, but this is for sure up there. I actually haven't gotten through most of Act 3 yet, so I'll make the assumption that your judgment is correct. Because it is Mr. Pickle himself. Also just love the vocals for this one. Big fan of the Meat King. Meat King, whose real name is censored by YouTube. Really? YouTube censors his name? That sucks. The Lord of Throbbing. I don't know why he's called... Actually, I do know why. It's because his heart's an important quest item. Which I have not gotten yet, but still. I really don't feel like going back to his domain because he's a tedious boss. And by tedious boss, I of course mean his summons are slightly annoying, and so I avoid him like the plague. Everything else about him is incredibly well designed. I just don't like having to deal with anything. That is like... Oh, it just cuts like that? Are we for real? Okay. Let's see. What other songs are there? I forgot to loop it. I know, I forgot to press the loop button. That's on me. Guardian 5. I'll play Guardian. It's too goated. I'll play this one more time and then we'll go on back to Guardian. Day after day, just toiling on this chain gang. There's something wrong here, really wrong here. That guy next to me looks weird. He's got a tail where his leg should be. The devil only knows how he is. How long will it be? Eternity. Shoveling crap while my boss looks over me. A bed of nails and a blanket full of... Here with minor spoilers, Chaos is your favorite Eugenics track. You got Zaratana's collar, so you have everything you need. Okay. Eugenics, Chaos, song.
Felt like a fine start, but now it's all falling apart. So many mistakes, just like Napoleon Bonaparte. Search through the debris, finding pieces of you and me. Wish that I could see how we ended here, rewinding into the distant past.
Oh, is this about the time machine?
Scraps and clues that I've amassed. A smashed up tail is here, next to a smoldering ear, a broken heart.
Yeah, I would assume it hits different in game, considering most of the songs go crazy in the actual gameplay.
Surrounded by so much chaos.
This one's kind of goated.
I don't know which way to turn for solace. Everywhere I look is so off balance. The questions are here, the answers I fear. The damage is clear. Let's try.
It's simply hype. Understood.
One more time. Set this machine to rewind. Now we're
Oh, come on.
so hard. I think shouldn't attempt this at night. Back to the drawing board, where did I lose sight? Solutions are near, somewhere in here. Sifting through piles of broken dreams. Broken dreams. Losing the thread, what does it mean? Adding it up. Chasing it down. Throwing it out. The closer I get, the farther away it seems. Chaos. Surrounded by so much chaos. I don't know which way to turn for solace.
Chaos.
Everywhere I look is so off balance. The questions are here, the answers I fear. The damage is clear. Maybe some glue can seal up all our wounds. Bring us some glue. I'm feeling so blue. Maybe there's nothing I can do. The more I try, the more you die. I'm so tired.
Yeah, it really does flow.
So hard and not getting it right.
Anyway, I have to redo this entire finger because I did it wrong.
It felt like a fine start, but now
Also, yeah,
it's
Loop's
all
crazy.
falling apart. So many mistakes, just like Napoleon Bonaparte. Search through the debris, finding pieces of you and me. Wish that I could see how we ended here. Rewinding into the distance.
Should do another card stream. The problem with them is, like, I look over at your side and get highly demotivated because I'm like, man, I can't do that. And I know that part of the process is that, but it's like the only time that I ever feel demotivated when doing art, which sucks. Like, even when I'm doing it, when I look at your art otherwise, I'm just like, wow, that's awesome. But specifically during the, like, dual streams, I'm like, man. Anyway, this is just me trying to guilt trip you into teaching me to do art better.
Let's try one more time.
This needs to be slightly more elongated.
It's not so hard.
Co-art stream, but both parties are using some absurdly stupid modifier.
Just a little glue, you look like new.
You never scheduled your lessons. I kept asking you, bro. I thought that was the point of the... What is it? The stream in the first place.
I probably shouldn't attempt this at night.
I keep asking you for a good time, but I guess I'm just not scheduling or preparing properly. It's a skill issue. When, dude? Sunday.
Sifting through piles of broken dreams.
Oh wait, really? Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Does it mean
Anyway, yeah, Sunday.
adding it up,
We should do that on Sunday.
chasing it down, throwing it out? The closer I get, the farther away it seems. Chaos. Surrounded by so much chaos.
Chaos.
I don't know which way to
This song is really long, or you left it looping? Oh, I left it looping. It's only like 2 minutes.
Everywhere I look is so off balance. The questions are here, the answers I fear. The damage is clear. Maybe some glue can seal up all our wounds. Bring us some glue. I'm feeling so blue. Maybe there's nothing I can do. The more I try, the more you die. I'm so tired of working so hard and not getting it right.
Anyway, it's gonna loop one more time.
It felt like a fine start, but now it's all falling apart. So many mistakes.
You know, I hope Mugenics wins OST of the year. Honestly, solely because it's Silk Song, I hope Silk Song wins it. And that's a me thing. I actually do really like Skong's stuff, though. Mainly because of Carmelita's and Last Dive. And all of the other songs that I really like that I'm not going to name because I either don't know the name or I'm too lazy to remember it right now.
A smashed up tail is here. Next to a smoldering ear, a broken heart for sure. What does it mean? What's it all for?
Surrounded by so much chaos. Chaos.
I don't know which way to turn for solace.
Chaos.
Everywhere I look is so off balance. The questions are here, the answers I fear. The damage is clear. Let's try one more time. One more time.
Surrounded by chaos? Yeah, this is an art context stream. Of course it's gonna be.
Rewind. Now it's not so hard. I think this part goes right here.
Bit of a tangent with the middle finger and thumb. One should probably be moved. Oh, you're right.
Well, that doesn't look quite right. Oh, so dark. I probably shouldn't attempt this at night.
How do I move this to look better? Oh, actually, I know. I think. Yeah, the middle finger's too elongated. The problem is I didn't correctly elongate the pinky as well. Hi, Shadow! Just do the middle finger and make it like half an inch shorter. Yeah. My goat, Shadow Lord.
Throwing it out, the closer I get, the farther away it seems.
I don't know if that's right.
Surrounded by so much chaos.
Chaos.
I don't know which way to turn for solace.
Chaos.
Everywhere I look is
There's
so
our
off
own
balance. The
balance.
questions are here, the answers I fear. The damage is clear.
That's like very slightly shrunk. I might need to go further.
Can seal up all our wounds. I'm feeling
Also, the pinky definitely needs to be. Hold on.
nothing I can do. The more I try, the more you die. I'm so tired of working so hard and not getting it right.
I don't know if it's quite like that, but it's a bit closer. Okay, I'm going to switch up the song. Let's see, what else? Well, I said Carmelitas. I might just throw that on. Well, I think Guardian, right. I'll do it after Guardian. A song so good that it happens to be the only one in the entire OST that loops. Man, I love this Totally Normal Toby Fox song. The guitar solo of Doom and Despair. You mean of glory and heroism? Da 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 da. Life's good. How you doing? Shadow and Pickle on their way to do a legendary meetup. I'm gonna cook up some cool art stuff indeed. I'm basically just trying to see how well I can do whatever awesome creations people are forcing me to draw. I say forcing, that I'm choosing to take from the submissions channel of the Discord. No, that kind of doesn't work. Hold on. I need thinner lines. There we go. Okay, that's probably as good as I can do with a hand for now. Especially when there's a whole entire guy attached to it that I need to do still. You left it looping on? Oh, yes, I did. Intentionally. 'Cause I need to listen to something. That's too thick of a line for that. Play the Pluck Beach theme next. Alright. Kinda want to do Carmelita's first, but whatever boats the float. Okay. As long as the Pluck Beach theme gets played. Carmelita. I'll let it go 1 or 2 more times, I think. Looking super cool in Don't Starvey. Yeah! I really like the Don't Starve art style. It's one of my favorites. Last time. That's when they do fully hand-drawn shorts and paper cutout style. Flash animations that don't hit the same. They are still pretty goated, though. Even if they're not quite as goated. Sorry. You thought I forget, but no, I recalled. I did that one wrong, but I don't care. The vibes in the hand-drawn ones, like the Willow revamped trailer, is probably the best animation they've done. Yeah. The vibes are simply immaculate. Let me stop it before it's too late. What is it called? Something Beach? Plock Beach. What is Plock? Oh! I swear I've seen this before. Is this the right song? Mr. Pickle? My good Mr. Pickle. All right. This feels very, very nice. Something about it. Random Super Nintendo game with music done by its absurdly talented musician sibling team. Neat. That's too dark. Should play the Juice World or Juice Galaxy, whatever music. Speaking of SNES, on the Super Mario Galaxy, I don't know if that's true, but apparently Shigeru Miyamoto himself had a Super Nintendo deconstructed reverse engineer how they made the music. That's crazy. If true, crazy. If not, still crazy. Shigeru Miyamoto. This specific, like, hit sound, I don't know what it's called, but I remember it. Every time I hear it, it makes me feel. So Super Mario Galaxy movie? Love the games, we don't really... No, you never saw the Mario movie. Yes, they're making a Super Mario Galaxy movie. This is looking good. I know, right? It's crazy. If I tried to add color, though, it would probably look quite abysmal. But that's just one more thing I need to practice. I don't know if I'll get through absolutely everything. Also, hey, Dorito's back. I didn't even realize. It's okay as far as video game adaptations go. Yeah, actually insane work, by the way. Well, I have a good reference, because it's Pickle. Also, I just, like, really like it, so drawing it's easier. Cool things are easier for me to draw, or things that I like. Which is why I'm so good at drawing. It's just very difficult to get down the sketchy style without just switching tools, and I really don't want to right now, so I'm not going to. Also, this song is just, like, vibes. I don't know if it goes in my playlist. Maybe it will. I don't know. We'll see. I say that like anybody even sees that playlist. Except for me. I use it to work out every night. It's got 10 gazillion songs. All of them are goated. Anyway, we want the lines to be denser around here to show the darker sketching. Should have boss music for this game? Okay. Forgot to loop it. No, I didn't. Never mind. We're goated. There we go. Only know about this music because your brother came to you one day and went, "Pickle, you gotta listen to this." Yeah, this is definitely the type of jam that I would recommend to you. Or I suppose the type of jam that I would expect you to listen to. So, recommend to you. Although I don't really, like, talk about my music taste very often. Because, again, as the frickin' recap states, it is indescribable. And contains so many different genres that YouTube had a brain aneurysm trying to give me, frickin' any recommendations. I listened to one song and then YouTube goes, "Ah, you like this type!" And it recommends me 12 Trillium with the exact same sound style. I'm like, I actually only like this one. You don't either, actually. Yeah. Honestly, I should more. I need to get more songs. I need more. I need to consume them. I need to add them to my playlist. This isn't quite perfect. This requires a tad more careful close detailing. Need to remove that sort of little aura type bit that makes it look like you've clearly been drawing around it. Sometimes I want that look, but I don't right now. And removing it's a pain. You're a prog rock enjoyer, personally, when you listen to actual bands, but when you listen to game OSTs, your memories of the game make them better, I guess. Yeah. I can't even remember what my general style, like what the main music thing that I listen to is. Really, it is mostly game OSTs. At least 20% of my music's gotta be. And when 20% is majority, you know something's going crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They left me a room. A wax room. A wax room full of fire. The wire made me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A wax room. A wax room full of fire. I do kind of have to try a little harder to make sure that these details aren't lost. In the color of the flame. Okay, I've been so locked in on this, I need it to stop before I lose my mind. This is a very, very awesome piece. Alright, Pickle. That's like the most complex part done for now. Bing bing. I mean, the wax is still complicated, but like... I don't think I can feasibly do the sketching on the wax to make it look goated enough. Unless I thicken all of these lines like I'm doing right now. Clock OST for real sounds like some guys attempt to sound retro with modern software, but it's literally from the SNES era. No idea where it came from. You literally haven't had a single red fox in 24 hours in this area, but suddenly a red fox appeared, huh? They tend to do that. This song is simply goated. Maybe I don't need to be perfect with this. Which is a funny thing to say, because honestly, you never need to be perfect. But I just want to have it look good. Nope, I'm done. Ah, hold on. Give me 1 second. I said give me 1 second! Alright. I might have to stop the stream for like an hour and a half. Because they want me to go do something. But I do really want to just keep drawing. Dude, this song, genuinely, I love it so much. I've decided this is going straight into the playlist when I'm done with the stream. Anyway. Hold on. Again. Right, okay. We'll do Pluck. Also, it has been decided the stream's just gonna keep going for like 1 hour, and then I have to cut it because they really want me to do other stuff. And they decided they'll wait an hour and watch something else, and then I have to come. So I'll see how much I can get done in an hour. Boss theme. Dude, what? This is freaking ghouls. This is ghoulcore. It's funny? Yeah, this is ghoulcore, bro. Yo! It suddenly picked up. You had to kill the red fox. Unfortunate. That's why? Because it just starts suddenly becoming incredibly goated? Literally an SNES game, by the way. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. What the frick? Genuinely has my leg bopping to the beat. What the heck? You're like, I'm in for a silly adventure, and then this starts going. Just suddenly picking up. My gosh. I love this song. Songs of chaos and agony. Songs of goatedness and fighting for your life. Sounds like an 80s action detective movie chase scene where the culprit is getting away with insane acrobatics, but the detective manages to keep up with him because of his familiarity with the city. Yeah! And then you have Batman, which is just the inverse. I don't know why I thought of Batman there. Miscalculated the cost of the beehive kiln. You need 12 more ingots. That's crazy. Let me just make sure I throw this on my liked songs playlists real quick. That is the beach theme. Which is fine. Iron's super cheap, but without a helve to process blooms, it's just going to be a pain. I understand your suffering, my good sir. Anyway, here's a crazy, difficult freaking piece that Pickle made me do. That I totally didn't enjoy the entire process of creating, definitely. This is awesome. Such an awesome thing to have gotten the opportunity to draw. Alright, I think I'm going to speedrun some other little guys. Also, I should probably do the basin, but it's kind of really funny if I just leave it terrible. Definitely feels like Lego Batman type thing for some reason. Yeah, right? I'm not alone in that. That opinion. Opinion? Context. Holy peak. On rare occasion, I will catch lightning in its bottle. When such events occur, be mindful that they rarely are consistent, but they are cool. Hold on. It's actually how Renaissance apprentices became masters by painting other masterworks with critics from or critiques from masters after they learn the fundamentals, of course. Yeah. I mean, how are you supposed to get better if you don't study the people who've come before you? It's how most everything improves, to be honest. Excuse me. Said that as if I was a master, but still. You're pretty goated. Never once will a master call themselves as such. Unless they've truly earned that title from all. Which, I mean, like... Well, let's be frank. Pickle. And let me just, you know, casually... There we go. No. Ah. Right, I forgot one part of it. I also love how out of the entire piece, this thing is, like, so... like, less... There's so little care put into this one little piece of it. Of the original work, that is. This little handle is like, yeah, whatever. It's so funny to me. Even still, it has a lot of effort, obviously. But, like, it's clearly placed with a little bit less care in comparison to the rest of the thing. Yeah, afterthought. I love it. Oh my gosh, I have to actually try. That's disgusting. I forgot to loop it, didn't I? Well, I'm good to sit in silence for a little bit. Only a little bit, though. Too long and I'll start to philosophize. I wouldn't want that, would we? Wasn't sure if you wanted to make a candle holder or candelabra, and you accidentally merged the two. Yeah. Led for an overall interesting little object, though. Just need to replace this bit. Thin out these lines. I don't know, it just doesn't feel right if I don't add something else over here. feels blank. I can tell that this is not quite good. It's been an hour and a half of you making this specific piece. Well, sorry, it has to be detailed or I'm gonna have a brain aneurysm. Also, I just locked in too hard. I don't know what to tell you. If I streamed longer and more often, I would, or I guess just longer, I would probably spend a lot more time on every individual piece. But I don't, because it's a skill issue. Right. How do we feel? Hold on. Immediately saw that this was not the right dimness. There we go. And to post it. Ugh, fine. You know, I keep forgetting to post the other art stream things because I'm an idiot. Or more precisely, because I'm a moron and I forget. And I'm forgetful of other things too. I finally finished my drink that I got like half an hour ago. Sorry, I have to mentally recompile. Give me a second. Yeah, okay. YouTube must have censored your previous message was responding to Remni. Oh. Alright, I have to draw Luri now. Defragmenting the context file. It's making a joke about how you know where they lived. YouTube on its way to censor anything fun or entertaining or smile holding. Oh, hey, the internet checkpoint. It just popped up out of nowhere. That's nice. Perfect timing for it, I guess. Looks great. Thank you. Compliments to Pickle for the incredible option. I probably shouldn't play this too long because Nintendo killed the original one out of spite. I mean, this one's been around for 3 years. Surely it won't cause any problems. I made a joke about cinder blocks and overpasses the other day and YouTube censors it. Dude, I hate it. Don't forget to leave a comment and subscribe. Oh, yeah. Hold on, let me think of something. What a... Alright. Almost there. Okay, cool. I dropped a comment. I don't know how you've been doing since you last saw it. I should have. Forgot. Gosh dang. You were talking about Noise's pacifist kill system? Yeah. I mostly just typed out a very quick response, but honestly, maybe I'll add something else more deep. I've been seeing the internet checkpoint a lot more often recently. It's kind of nice. And also other smaller sort of checkpoints. Because it's part of browsing so much of the internet. I have to hurry. I must create this bird before it is too late. Sorry, this just came into my mind for a second and I had to create it. Right. Complex design number 4,783,000,000. That's not round enough. It's more a bit like that, but honestly I can just do the hair immediately. Too long. I'm just going to do this one very quickly because I really don't feel like spending 4 trillion more years on every single piece right now. I might see if I can't start the stream up even more a little bit later on, because honestly running this thing deep into the night while I just chill feels kind of fun. And, I mean, it's when I'm awake anyway, so... might as well do something entertaining with my time, right? Sometimes I forget how fun it is to frickin' just draw. don't know what it is, but every time I do see one of these designs, I have to, like, mentally reinterpret it because they have simplified enough styles that it makes it, like, challenging for me to do, well, the style that I draw in even decently without changing up a good deal. And while also maintaining the, like, level of detail that I, like, consistently work with. Which, to be fair, is not usually as exceptional as the one I did for Pickle's thing, so... Ugh. Let me fix this. There we go. Me, when I make the design of Overcomplication and Chaos, this is the 3rd time this week. Seriously, it's starting to get a bit challenging. Anyway, yeah, they're really cool designs. Most of the characters that Unai, or the Chaos Creature, or really whatever the frick they're called, creates tend to be quite cool. My headphones had an aneurysm. Said that like a Dark Souls boss entering a phase change. All fathers, one and all, bear witness. Sorry. Let me rephrase. Automatons, one and all, bear witness. I'm gonna have to color this in the at some point, I'm sure. That point is not right now. Whatever, just go haywire with the hair, who cares? I mean, I do care, but like... care. Accent change! Check your accent! Speak like a different random character now. Problem is I can never tell if it's meant to be organic hair or nanites or any other trillions of different cool, interesting things. Oh, hair. Two goobs make best described as power and power. Gotcha. Context, you little piece of... I'm far too lazy to finish the rest of this. Actually, no, we're going through with it. We're doing this. Now who's gonna stop me? Hold on, I have to find another song. Celeste OST on the way to carry me. Dude, I love Celeste. I still need to beat Farewell. That reminds you. Should play The End Is Nigh. You know what I should play? Wait, is it in the game or a song? Because I actually don't know if it's either. Game, okay. Is it goated? I mean, it's a pickle recommendation, so obviously. Let's see. Super gaming platform. Wait, isn't that one by Edmund? Hold on. Or at least he worked on it, right? Dude, my back hurts from my terrible posture. Hold on. Let me make sure it's straightened. Yeah, okay, okay. That does remind me of a song that I should totally play in a second, though. I just really like Celeste's soundtrack as well, it's quite good. Evil and intimidating Luri. Wonderful and helpful Luri, more like. Actually, I know very little about the character because there's little description provided, but I'm just going to assume. Not being particularly engaging while doing this because I'm locking in. Okay, hold on, I have to switch songs. Or my brain will start to ache. Farewell? No. Where is it? Alright, it's probably not going to show up, so I'm just going to have to... Here we go. Oh, right, the magician's brick. Forgot about that. Wonder if you ever fixed throwing off to left instead of straight ahead. In reference to the brick that I threw at that magician, and then he granted me bad luck for 13 or 14 or so years. Genuinely don't know what this part's in reference to. I love Star Jump. It's one of my favorite Celeste songs. It's a secret item in Rustbound Magic mod. It's a spell. It just throws a rock with 50 uses. That's hilarious. When you do it, it yells yeet. Wonderful. I love me a good meme. Bugged and would throw it a 45 angle with 3 meters to the left, making it useless. What an incredible freaking creation. Hopefully they fixed it, as prior mentioned. Right, I need to actually throw on another song. Huh. What else is there? To all fly birds. Firewater's got a pretty good theme, I guess. Accurate to real-world aiming. Just turned 45 degrees to offset. I think that would work, but it didn't actually take into account the throw angle. If you tried to throw up, for example, it would ignore it. Of course. Because why would it be normal? Here we go. Here's one of my personal favorite songs all time. See if you can guess it before it begins. Actually, kind of doubt that somebody will, but you know. Does look like he fixed it, though. That's nice. Sealed us. Instant! Instantaneous! Holy frick. Of course Pickle would know. He's goated. I love this song. This Into Radiance theme is probably one of the best gaming music moments. Absolutely. Part of why this game is so beloved. Part of why it is one of my beloved games. Da, da. Dum, 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 dum. Oh, baby. Goated song. Almost forgot about this part. All right. There we go. Least challenging to draw Remni piece. Holy frick. All right. Ooh. Oh, yes, of course. More of the incredible Remni arts. What the heck? Crossroads. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. Anyway, more submissions. Let's see. We have the Milkman. Of course, this one's not too tough. Thankfully. Here, I'll go one more song, and then I probably have to cut this off. Maybe two, who knows. Dun 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 dun. Wait a minute, this is an extended version. I don't know how I feel about that. Enjoy thou creation. It's getting pretty late. You're gonna sleep late in Pickle scheduled time. I will see you later, Mr. Pickle. I really hate this extended version because they literally just freaking looped it once. SMH. Anyway, this one doesn't need to be done as much justice as the others because it's just like funny haha. Ah. Un momento, por favor. All right. I will be ending the stream in a couple seconds. I'll probably post this on the Discord server tomorrow or after the next stream, but I gotta go. So, thank you all so much for coming. Folks who are still here even more so, especially Yada yada blah 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 blah. Most importantly, have a nice day. Bye.